Hello, I am the nutrition doctor, Dr. Joel Fafufnik. So what is nutrition? It is the study of things we put into our mouths. Food, drink, vitamins that may be good or not so good for us. Yes, Esteban, did I ever notice that nutrition starts with N-U-T? Newt? Oh, nut. Yes. What are you trying to say? Nothing? Can we continue? So you have all read the short article, "You Are What You Eat," at the top of our first handout. Now I want you to look at section 1 and write 1 to 3 sentences about what a food pyramid is. You have 3 minutes for this. Make good, complete sentences. Start now. Stop. Good. Next. Please look at the pyramid picture itself. Write 1 to 2 sentences explaining what it means that the big parts are on the bottom and the smaller parts are on top. Start. Okay, time's up. Question number 3 involves both the bottom 2 parts of the food pyramid. You may reread sections 2 and 3 of the article. What do these 2 sections of the pyramid have in common? Why are there 2 sections instead of 1? Start. And pens down. Question 4. As you see, the next section is divided into 2 instead of 1. Why are there 2 instead of 1? What do these 2 sections have in common? What is different about them? Begin. Okay, stop. The last section of the food pyramid is on top. So this must be the most important one, right? Over here. No? It is explained in paragraph number 6 of the handout. Tell me what kind of foods are in this section. What does it mean that they are on the top of this section? Are all of these types of foods always bad? Should they always be avoided? Start writing. Okay, all done. One last question. The food pyramid divides food into 3 groups or types. What are the names of these 3 groups? Are these 3 groups always completely made up of one of the 3, or are they mixed sometimes, usually, always? When you're done, everybody raise your hand, please. End. Okay, let's review. Would anybody like to read their answer to question number 1? Ivanka. Food pyramid, we look at food we eat and divide them into different kinds of foods according to the best amount of each kind to eat. Very good. In a food pyramid, we look at the foods we eat and divide them into different kinds of food, not foods, according to the best amounts of each to eat. Yes, there are many ways to look at the foods we eat, and we will be learning about other ways in the next few days. We will be learning about calories, vitamins, minerals, processed food, organic or natural food, serving sizes, diets, and much, much more. Who would like to answer question number 2? Why are the big parts on the bottom and the smaller parts on top? Okay, Esteban, waving his hand like crazy in the back there. Go ahead. Because if smaller parts on bottom, pyramid falls over. Ha. Esteban, the funny man. Very good. Really? Tell me the truth. Why really? Foods we should eat the most of are the biggest part, so that goes on the bottom. See? Perfect. Who can read the answers to question number 3. What do those 2 bottom sections of the pyramid have in common? Why are there 2 sections instead of 1? Fatima. On the bottom are about carbohydrates. 1 is bread, rice, pasta. 2 is fruits, vegetables. Okay, very good. But let me ask you. You say 2 on bottom. 2 what? 2 sections or areas. That should be in your sentence. The 2 sections on the bottom are about carbohydrates, okay? The bottom section includes grains or seeds that we can eat or change to make something else. Rice or corn are examples of grains. Wheat is a grain that we can make into flour, and then we can make bread, pasta, or other foods. Potatoes would also be in this group, but they are not a grain. They are called tubers, and they contain starch, which is a form of carbohydrate. The other section is fruits and vegetables. They are separated because it is suggested that you eat fewer servings of these, especially fruits, because while they contain fiber, which is good, they also contain a lot of sugar that is quickly absorbed into the body. Vegetables are especially good because you can eat a lot of them and they do not have a lot of calories. The energy that they have is more slowly converted into your body. Question 4 says, the area next to the top is divided or separated into 2 sections. What do these 2 sections have in common, and why are there 2 sections instead of 1? Susan Lee? This 2 is protein. 1 is called dairy and 1 has meat. Yes, thank you, Miss Lee. These 2 are about protein. The dairy section shows things that can be made from milk, like cheese and yogurt. The other section includes all kinds of meat and fish, plus eggs and beans. It mentions that meat contains complete proteins, which we will cover later. Now on to question 5. What foods are in the top section? Aisha? Oils, fats, and sweets. They in top because we should not eat much, but not always bad. Yes, complete sentences would say something like oils, fats, and sweets are in the top sections. They are on top because that means we should control how much of these we should eat. But fats and oils in particular are often needed or necessary to cook or prepare other foods. And finally, question 6. What are the names of the 3 food categories? Are foods always 100% or completely made up of only one of these 3 types? Who wants to read the answer? Mikhail? The 3 types are carbohydrates, proteins, oils and fats and sweets. Foods are not always 100% carbohydrates, protein, or oils, fats, and sweets. Perfect. That concludes this lesson. Thank you very much.